Hi, this is SIA and our podcast. We're here for our second episode. I'm here with my main man, Stephan. We've just come back from Argentina together. We're going to go through our snowboard courses and what you can expect from Ski Instructor Academy snowboard courses. Stephan, well, let's introduce you. Where are you from? What educations have you done? What got you into snowboarding? Okay. All this stuff.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm Stephan. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Austria. I work as a snowboard instructor since 8 years. Also work here in a local ski school. And since 2 years, I'm part of SIA and doing bunch of courses.
Examiner for
Snow Sports Academy as well.
Our partner who we won our ski education through. We also run our snowboard education through Snow Sports Academy. For everyone who's doing a course in Austria, you're always going to be partnered up with the Vienna Ski and Snowboard Association, also known as Snow Sports Academy.
Yes.
A little bit of a sexier name than Vienna Ski and Snowboard Association. It's a good choice to get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you've snowboarded your whole life, love it?
Yes, learned it when I was 8 years old from my mother. My mother and my dad were both snowboarders, so learned it as a small child, but only a holiday season. So I'm not born in the mountains. I'm come from Burgenland. That's like the flat land of Austria. And but
lots of wine in Burgenland though.
Good
so,
wine,
we can talk a little bit where we are right now. We're in a different setting than our last episode. We're on top of the Lechnerberg. As some of you will know, this is an alpinist stream. No, it's super flat. It's a beginner area. And we've got the castle of Kaprun in the background. In the background, you can probably also see the lake of Zelmsee. So we just thought, hey, it's a nice day. Let's be outside. So back on the game. We were talking about Snow Sports Academy, what we're expecting from our courses as well, and Burgenland being very nice for wine. Lots of good wine in Burgenland. But again, we're getting sidetracked. So let's get back to business. We've brought Stephan on to explain the snowboarding because he's a professional. So talk us through an Anwärter course, an Anwärter snowboard level 1 and 2 with Snow Sports Academy and you as an examiner.
Yeah. So basically, it's very important that you are already a good snowboarder because when you want to instruct people, you should be already on a certain level.
Probably more than skiing. Sorry to butt in, but snowboarding is actually, I think, a bit harder.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, snowboarding is harder and better, but maybe.
I would agree. I would actually agree that I think it is important to be at a good level.
Yes,
you want to do the
definitely, because we should be like, we are instructors, the people looking up to you. You should be a good example of how to ride. And picking up snowboarding in the beginning is definitely harder than skiing.
Yeah,
so
only got 2 edges. A lot of face plants.
Exactly, face plants and balance all the time. Yeah. So that's the hard part.
Cool.
But also what's very important for the Snow Sports Academy course is how you instruct people. Like to bring beginners to a level and to understand what is snowboarding about and that you can give it to your guests to be a good instructor. So it's not only about being a good snowboarder, it's also about how to teach and
how you are as a person.
Exactly. And
really important as a future instructor. So let's break it down a little bit more. So you talked quickly about the level before you come on. It's important that you can board and ride. Another reason to do a pre-course with Ski Instructor Academy. Sell, Jonny, sell in the back of my mind. Like, no. I promise, guys, I'm trying not to. So a good reason to get on a prep course. But how is the exam itself set out in those 10 days? Because it's just like the ski Anwärter. It's done in 10 days, isn't it? Talk us through those 10 days and what's included in those 10 days on the snowboard Anwärter.
So basically the first 5 days you learn a lot how to teach, that you go like through the steps, like all the teachers.
The learning progressions, the methodical progressions.
Also a little bit of
pathways if you're from NZ. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. I tried in the last podcast and it didn't work.
But also on the other hand, to improve your riding, but we don't have that much time in the 10 days because from the 7 days on, it starts already like with teaching exams and then you're also gonna learn for the theory exam and have then in the end the practical exam on the last day. And so
it's a lot. So 10 days, 5 days is really getting the pathway or the methodical progressions down. Then you're going to be working onto a teaching exam. Just like the ski anverter, you're going to have to teach a lesson to your peers with your examiner there. And that's going to be one of the steps in that pathway or that methodical progression in the Austrian system. And then you're going to have a snowboard off. Ski off sounds a bit cooler. But you're going to have a day at the end, right? Probably on the 10th day normally, where you're going to do some exam runs. Talk us through those exam runs and specifically what's examined.
Okay, so we have 2 demonstration runs. I think it's the same for the skiers. So where we just, these runs are more about like how to show. It's how to show like the correct movement, what we want to show our guests, our beginners.
So like a technical, how you'd be teaching beginners.
Yes, it's like demonstration run where really it's all about that you show the movement, what we are doing in an over-exaggerated way that
you can demonstrate it to your participants and you have that technical ability to be able to demonstrate it.
Exactly. So there's like the drift turn basic where it's all about just shifting the weight to the front foot and push the knee down.
Which would be a real beginner turn, right?
Yes, this is like the first turn what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the second demonstration run is then drift turn up on weighting where it comes then already like that you get your board unweighted, that you can change the edge quicker and like more for steeper runs that you get like quicker around the turn and be like a little bit more dynamic and sporty. This is like the second demonstration run, and then we have 2, how do I say, performance runs, exactly. Where on the one is just carving.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, it's like carving, that you go like full on carving on a pretty steep run, like a red slope.
Which is really crazy about the snowboard anverter because we're being surrounded by cows right now. We're in the wild. The cows, they're getting interested in us. So what's cool about these snowboard anverters is like you say carving. Like we want to see carving on the anverter, whereas on the ski anverter, okay, if you're carving on the ski anverter, amazing, super cool, but it's not like a specific requirement.
Okay.
Where that's where like the standard, I'm already like, ooh, it is. Yeah. It's quite high, I think, on the Austrian anverter. Yeah, okay, and then there's a freestyle section as well, isn't it?
Freestyle section as well, just to say that on the carving, because you said, it is a high level, but it's also not 100% carving. It's also okay when you can drift in a little bit, but then we want to have an edged out turn, a carving turn out, and be like in control of the speed and not just straight line down, like show round turns. Yeah, exactly. Actually turning and carving and controlling the board. And on the freestyle run, we want to see 4 tricks you have to do. It's like you have like an ollie or a nollie. You can choose in between. So ollie is like jumping off the tail, nollie is jumping off the nose. Yeah. But there you can, perfect. I don't know that. Exactly. Then we want to see a frontside 180. So frontside 180 very quick is where you turn your chest to the front. Yeah. And then we want to see a backside 180 where you turn your back to the front.
So a frontside 180 would be the back foot is leading around, and a backside 80 would be. It's more about the direction of the turn. Sorry, you can tell. I did my anverter and landed snowboard a long time ago, and my freestyle was questionable at the time.
So there's like the 2 main things. One, people like to go like with the upper body, that I say like front side, I go with my front first or with the back, or as Jonny said, with the back foot. It's like also kicking the back foot to the front or kicking the back foot to the back. It's also like the same. Same rotations and
so it's a lot. You've got.
We're not done yet.
Okay.
And then we have a nose roll. This is like basically a frontside 180. So same going in this direction, but here the only difference that I stay with my front foot in the snow. So like that I rotate over my nose.
A dream board. A snowboarder's dream. A very soft board. No. A good snowboarder can
do it with every board.
With every board, exactly. Yeah.
But these are the 4 tricks we want to see, and also switch turns. We also want to see switch turns.
That catches a lot of people out, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That really catches people out.
But it is like the foundation of freestyle is we want to be able to ride switch, because when you jump a 180, you land switch, you have to ride switch a little bit. So we also want to see some switch turns.
But imagine that if we put that in the ski anverter. Suddenly in the ski anverter is like, now you guys need to be able to ski switch. you now need to be able to do a 180 on both sides.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do an ollie, and you need to be able to do a nose roll on skis, which is all possible.
Yeah.
But
It's hard.
But in the Swiss system, they do that a lot more. They have tricks on the slope, which is very cool. But it does mean that half the time they're not skiing; they're just doing bloody jumps everywhere. Sorry, Swiss ski. No, I'm joking. Or your little funny things they do. Because I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, they all do this thing where they like cross their feet.
Okay,
and
I'm not so into skiing.
Rubbish. They all ski on slalom skis. Anyway. No, I'm joking. The Swiss are amazing. They're super good. Okay, so that's the Anwärter, and then there's a short theory exam, multiple choice theory exam as well,
Exactly,
and that's normally the night before the snowboard off on the slopes. Then after you're done, all your scores get checked, looked up, and then you get your Zeugnis in German. You get your certificate. Sorry,
If you pass.
if you pass, and then you are a snowboard Anwärter.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So, and here to say that these 10 days, they're like very intense because you have like almost everyday theory. You have on the mountain not that much time to really get into the teaching and practice all these runs, because this is like where I said you have to be, when you only do like this course, then it's
it's pretty intense.
It's pretty intense, and that's why we're coming here with SIA, with Ski Instructor Academy, because here you get like a pre-training to it, and then the chances are way higher of passing.
Yeah, and the chances that the standard that we hopefully, because our goal at Ski Instructor Academy is to take a past participant, help them achieve their goal, which could be a job or next level in their education, anything like that, but also tune them up and get them to the next level. So it's like maybe when you come to us, you're already doing a 180 at the beginning of the course, but at the end of the course, you're doing slopestyle 360s.
Exactly.
Front and backside.
Yes.
So suddenly you're at a completely different level to the basis, because this is of course we're talking about the minimum here to pass.
Exactly. Yeah.
And of course there's someone who looks steezy on a snowboard.
Yeah.
And then there's, because when I did the course, it was a lot like I was stood like this, and then I was like, oh. I didn't. But when you see a really good snowboarder do stuff, they they do it with flow, they do it with feeling.
Yes.
It looks cool, it looks steezy, and I think that's the goal as well. To
Exactly. You always want to be
better
cool
than the level.
snowboarder.
Yeah, cool. I say better, he's like cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but of course, it's also a big part of the preparation courses that we bring you above the level. That's what we try to do.
And what we've also got included in packages as well, guys, is like a 2-in-1 course, so you can come and do ski and snowboard at the same time. So if you are a snowboard instructor, but you want to maximize your opportunity to have as much work as possible, then you can do both at the same time. Of course, it would be helpful if you can ski as well, but
or snowboard.
We've got improver camps for that as well, to try and get you to brush up your level so you can get both 2-in-1. I had a lot of friends who've done that just so that they've got the skiing in their back pocket. It can help sometimes in the drier months when there's not as much work. But if you are a snowboard fanatic and you're good, I mean, there is work and it's growing. I mean, Asia, if you're going to Asia, like in Japan, I was astounded. It's, here in Europe, it's kind of 70-30, 70 ski, 30 snowboard?
I would more say 80-20.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But also the snowboarders that snowboard here, they're really they're committed. They've done it because they want to do it and they love it.
Yeah.
So they're very much that higher end, whereas in Asia, it's like 50-50. I would even say maybe 60-40, 60% snowboarders.
Okay,
so
really? Wow,
there are schools in Japan which are only snowboard schools.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And China now is booming, and there skiing is not the cool thing.
Yeah.
It's really not the cool thing. So moving on, let's go on to the landers.
Yes.
So just like the ski system in Austria, it's a 3-tiered system, but the Anwärter, because it's on snow and because it's not done in a ski dome, it's considered a level 1 and a 2. So you've got the Anwärter, then you've got the Landeslehrer, and then you've got the Staatliche.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens in the Landeslehrer in the snowboard? What's examined? How does a Landeslehrer course look like?
Yeah.
And how is that built up?
So same thing, you have only 10 days, so it's a very intense course, but in the 10 days, so what comes additional to the Anwärter is You also have your 2 demonstration runs, but of course higher level demonstration runs where you have to demonstrate carving with up on wading, down on wading in one run, and like the drift turn, up on wading into short turn, like with a change of rhythm in one run to
in
really
a strict corridor.
Yes. So this is like the 2 demonstration runs.
Yeah.
Then on the performance runs, they are then like one is in the off-piste and one is in the park. But we also have in the park some demonstrations and also in the off-piste kind of demonstration. So yeah, there comes a lot of things to do.
A race as well?
A race as well, yeah. Totally forgot about that.
So
a race as well.
Like a ski-style Eurotest race where you have 4 runners. They set a time, and then the snowboarders are going to get within that time.
Exactly.
What's very funny is I was told when I did my landed snowboard by all of the Ausbilders, which means trainer in German, they said anyone who turns up in a race suit automatically fails.
Yeah.
Completely different from any ski exam I've done.
Exactly, yeah. It's part of the exam, but it's not like, we want to get you to a good, that you understand racing, but it's not like that you want to beat everybody else.
Yeah,
and
it's
also
completely different from the skiing.
Exactly.
It's completely different.
What a little correction, because like on my last Landeslehrer exam, we didn't have a time set anymore. There was only like a technique that we see like at your LS1.
Yeah,
skiing,
the LS1, yeah.
Where you really just look at the technique, how they're riding, which line they're choosing, and from that they get then their grades.
Which could actually maybe be harder in a way, because people, there are some people who are crazy gutsy and crazy brave, and sometimes when I watch them race, I'm like, that is terrible technique. But because they're so crazy, they actually ski fast enough. So I've seen it at the Eurotest so many times. You watch some people ski and you're like, oh my God, but it's fast. But it's fast. So it could be actually a little bit harder if it has to be on technique sometimes as well.
Yeah.
All right, so
and then to the off-piste.
Yeah.
So it's not like powdering and having a nice off-piste. It's like they choose the most track off-piste they can find with a good steepness, and then they want to see that you are able to ride through as fast as possible with control, so that you really bend your knees and go like full in.
Good technique.
Yeah.
That you can ride anywhere, because that's the thing. With the Landeslehrer, it's really the international level 3 standard.
Yeah.
And that means, you have to be able to ride everywhere, teach everything, the whole book.
Yeah.
You're examined in the lessons, and then you also have a teaching exam as well. It's a bit more intense, the teaching exam, than the Anwärter, isn't it? Because it's got every single part of the whole progression. So you got to think you're taking someone who's never ridden a snowboard before, teaching them freestyle, teaching them all the various components of freestyle, long turns, short turns, different styles of long turns, short turns, off-piste, carve. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And the theory exam is more intense, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. I mean, for me,
Stefan's like, just read the book.
For me, at the Landeslehrer, for me personally, it was a little bit easier, because there you don't have a multiple choice test, and you don't have it online. You're just talking to your examiner. And then you have like a one-on-one conversation, what we are having now, and then talking about snowboarding. And so for me, that was a little bit more chill. But yeah, if you follow the book and everything, or what the examiner says, then
it should be all right.
But it's a lot. It's still a lot to learn, and especially then also the freestyle at the Landeslehrer, where you have to jump then, go also into the park, where you have to do then also like we call it now a shifty on a box. So it's not like a perfect board slide. It's like where you ride on the box, then you shift your board to 90 degrees and back to normal. That's what we want to see, that you're able to get the correct movement in.
Wow, okay.
And then
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I hate boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm so afraid of the park on a snowboard. That's why I'm happy that I really believe we need more professional snowboarders to facilitate these high standard of lessons, because it's only going to come, which brings us onto the next thing, is that at SIA we want to start running Landes courses for the snowboard exam. So we want to start running this level 3, and we want to open it up. Just because we're saying Landes, it's because we're here in Austria, but that doesn't mean people can't come for the training. Whatever association you're attached to, level 3 training, all the things Stefan's been talking about is the same everywhere. snowboarding, skiing, it's the same all around the world. Just the books. Some people like to call it like the creation phase. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah. So that's the Vorbereitungsphase.
Okay.
It's the creation phase.
Yeah.
You know? And then the Steuerphase is the release. And it's just like it's just it's all the same stuff. So if you're looking to get your level 3 and you're here in Austria or you're in the area, you know, we want to get you guys that level 3 no matter where it is. So come and train with us. And we also want to try and bring in some freestyle camps. So let's say because I reckon that the freestyle is probably the hardest part of snowboarding.
Probably, yes.
Is that where do you think most people fail, is the freestyle?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because you have to
Definitely
do
the freestyle.
rotations, 360s on medium kickers. How big is a medium kicker?
So now the medium kicker is now grab, straight jump with grab.
Yeah.
And like a small kicker, we want to see rotations. But it's also now only 180 anymore.
Yeah.
So
But
back in the days, it was a 360.
It was big. Because back in the day, I was like, I didn't want to get anywhere involved in that at all.
Yeah.
I did as well. Absolutely not.
So, but yeah, now
Small kickers are already lengthwise,
like,
3
like
meters?
3 meter table.
So a small kicker is a 3 meter table.
Yeah.
So, you know, 1 meter is like that. So it's me and then half of Stephan on top of me, and that's the table. And a medium kicker, how big is the table on medium kick? So I'm talking about the where you take off to where you land, the space in between. That's what I'm talking about. How big would that be?
Medium, we go in between 6 and 10 meters.
6 and 10 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that on skis. I wouldn't even do that on skis. So that's big. And just to do that, you have to do straight, clean airs with a grab, with a nice grab. Of course, if you can do rotations, you're going to score way better on the exams. And now, coming on to a little bit, just to touch on the level 4, if you want to do the level 4, what rotations do you have to do on what kickers for your level 4?
So we then again in the medium kicker, you have to show 360 and a 180, and not in the same direction. So you have like when you jump 360 to the clockwise or counterclockwise, you have to do the other trick to the other side. Doesn't matter if you go, for example, front side and switch front side. This is like this direction, or if you go, I did, for example, a front side 360 and a backside 180. That was my exam run.
That was good.
Yeah.
But that's still a 6 to 10 meter table.
Yeah, we on the level 4 we go more to the 10 meter.
More to the 10 meter.
Yeah.
So it's getting even bigger. So you have to do harder rotations on bigger kickers for the level 4 here in Austria for the Staatlich. So that's why I really want to get these freestyle camps up and running with the snowboarders and skiers too. I want to get it up and running for skiers too, because I think it's an essential part of the education. And if you're working in your ski school and you're the freestyle guru, well, then you're going to have nice lessons because you're going to be getting all the freestyle lessons, and it's only getting more popular.
Exactly.
So I think it's something that we're gonna get on top of.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's leave the Staatliche for now, because Staatliche is a lot to talk about. It's how long is it for the snowboarding?
We have
6
6 weeks.
6
so
weeks.
yeah, over a complete season, you have 6 models where you have like 1 week where you go like kind of to university, talk about theory, more in general about how the body works and how to train the body. And then, like all the 1 freestyle week, 1 racing week, 2 demonstration weeks, and
insane
alpine week, of course.
Okay.
Because we talked about the freestylers, for me, why the snowboarders have already at the Anwärter, at the level 2, so much freestyle is most of the people, they come to you because snowboarding looks cool and they want to do freestyle. It's like the big difference about skiing. Skiing, it's all about, but it's getting more. I see a lot of ski kids coming to the ski school and say, hey, I want to learn freestyle. And then that's why Jonny want to get also some freestyle camps in and push in that direction. But yeah, with snowboarding, it's a big part of it because people want to learn snowboarding because of freestyle.
Yeah, we want to try and create instructors with our partners, with Snow Sports Academy, with anyone we work with around the world, because we work with other associations as well. And we want to be trying out of the Kitzsteinhorn, if we're running a course here, we want to be getting people the next step, which the freestyle is a big part of that, and also to look to the future. So getting our instructors ready for these guests that are going to come into the ski schools who want to take freestyle lessons. Let's talk about the 11-week course now. So I like to think of this as like the ultimate level up course. If you want to compress as much snowboard education and ski education into 11 weeks and get as far into the system as you can, then you can do the 5-week anverter, the 5-week anverter in that 11 course, and then afterwards they start training towards the level 3. Sorry, I always forget, because in skiing it's landers 1, landers 2, but snowboarding, because it's a big jump. Talk about the jump from anverter to landers.
It's a very big jump, and probably we could also kind of do an in between. But in my opinion, it's good because you do 1-2. Normally you do like 1-2 seasons in between, that you also get some practice of teaching and then go for it. But as Jonny said, in the 11-week course, we try to then after the anverter course to already train you to the level of the level 3. But
which is pretty insane, is if you can bite off your level 1 and 2 and then head towards your level 3 within 11 weeks, that's you're doing a lot very quickly. Because if you compare the jump from the anverter snowboard to lander snowboard, so that level 1 and 2 to level 3, it's massive. The freestyle is harder, the carving, the performance of your boarding and your knowledge has got to be so much more. So, you know, with the skiing, it's very achievable to do that anverter, the level 1 and 2, and then go on to the first part of the level 3, the landers 1. So I think this 11-week course, it's a really cool opportunity for people to just intense, all in.
Yeah, definitely.
Tricks, park runs. Because what's cool is once you get after the anverter, the landers is way more fun, right? As a trainer, it's got to be.
Definitely, yeah. Then you start training more cool stuff, because in the Landeslehrer, you don't do the beginner turn anymore.
Yeah.
It's you only train into like steeper slopes, into good demonstration runs, like performance demonstration runs, and off-piste and park. So it's a lot of fun, and also the race. Don't forget about the race. But yeah.
But no ski suits. No speed suits.
No race suits.
no race suits.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that wraps everything up. During this winter, we're going to try get Stephan to do some really cool tips and tricks videos for us, get you in the park a little bit, also what he's up to with our participants. He's already going to be starting training with us in October, November time. So if you're interested, Stephan's going to be there. You can rip around with him. That would be super cool. And we had a good time in Argentina together. Unfortunately, the snow did not play ball, but I enjoyed having Stephan there to keep my spirits up and everything like that. So that was really, really good. And if you guys are interested in any of our courses, hilarious. Call to action, perfect timing. So if you guys are interested in any courses, get involved. Don't worry, nothing's happening. Is nothing's happening? Or is something happening?
Could be.
If we stand here, we're away from everyone. So. Anyway, if you're wanting to book a course, I'll drop the links below, guys. Get involved. Get out to Austria. We also have courses happening in France, Switzerland, New Zealand, Canada. No, I'm joking. They're amazing as well. But come to Austria, guys. All right? That's where it's at. All right. Thanks, my man.
You're welcome.
Good one. All right. Ciao, guys.
See ya.